Celtic!
Hard!
Come on, Inverness! Come on, Achilles!
Come on, the Whale! Come on, the Staggies!
Johnstone!
Come on, St Mirren!
Celtic top of the Premiership, but just on goal difference following Aberdeen's point last night. That's Curran. Well, he almost caught out Craig Gordon. Craig Curran, who scored in his debut at Dundee. Well, Gordon pulled his hand away. Griffiths. Back it comes to Matthews. Now Commons. Well, he just didn't quite get the curl on the ball. Wrap his foot around it to bring it back in towards that far post. Scott Brown. Izagiri getting forward well, and it's Commons. But he heads over the top. Well, it came at him at pace. Graham Carey watching him, and then just switched off, and it almost led to the opening goal. Martin Woods. Let's come all the way across, and there's Boyd, and Izagiri challenging Curran. The Ross County players appeal to referee Kevin Clancy here that Izagiri challenged with the arm, and Ross County certainly feel they have a case for a penalty kick there. John Guidetti with the right foot, but it was just curling away from that top corner. He is certainly capable from that sort of range. Scored a few free kicks a couple of months back. Beaton got his toe to the ball, but Martin Woods has it now. Graham Carey. Oh, and Gordon spilled it, but the onrushing Craig Curran wasn't able to follow up with a tap-in. Celtic haven't conceded a goal for 4 games now either. It's Henderson's ball in. Boyd did well, but it drops for Commons. And a double block from Scott Boyd. Did really well the first time, and then the second time it just hit him while he was on the ground. Commons. Reguero with a firm hand to it. Good save by the Spanish goalkeeper. Celtic have scored 9 in their last 2 visits to Dingwall. Finding it tough to get away past Reguero today, but this is Griffiths, and now Guidetti, and Ross County are really clinging on here. Guidetti feels that he should have had a penalty, that the ball was blocked by an arm, but Jamie Record, well, it just seemed to hit him. The arm was close to his body. That would be harsh to give a penalty kick. Beaton. And still Guidetti nicely laid off to Commons, deflected, and he's found the back of the net. It's taken Celtic 52 minutes, but Chris Commons, with the aid of a very big deflection of Paul Quinn, gives Celtic the lead. It's harsh on Ross County, the manner of the goal. Quinn just stuck out his leg, it came off the back of his calf and looped over Reguero. Commons. Guidetti. Back to Chris Commons. This is surely number 2. Somehow Ross County keep it out, but Commons is proving central to everything for Celtic this afternoon. Ross spins well, now releases Boyce. Liam Boyce, faced by Matthews, cuts inside, but he can't hit the target. Liam Boyce, who scored an equaliser against St Mirren last weekend, flashing it across goal. Quinn is up for Ross County. And he wins the header. Boyce, back to Boyd! Gordon gets down well. And Scott Boyd has denied his first goal since New Year's Day 2014 against Inverness. Matson flashes it in low. Paul Quinn's header, saved by Craig Gordon, and Celtic hang on to all 3 points. 6 points off the leaders. Dundee United, they'd love to get involved in the title race. This is Telfer, he's done well too. Connolly, the 2 youngsters combined, shot from Connolly. He claims blocked by the arm of Stephen McManus. Pearson. Now Irwin. Pearson getting forward in support too. Still Lee Irwin. Down he goes. There's Blair Spittle with the challenge. And Craig Thompson says no penalty. But Irwin certainly has a case there. Pearson. Up the line to Irwin. Back for Pearson. And now he goes down. The challenge came in from Callum Morris, and again Craig Thompson shakes his head. Motherwell frustrated. Irwin goes for the switch of play. Sutton, and he just couldn't take it down. Well, you expected him to control that one. Dillon headed clear. This is Butcher though. Spittle, still Blair Spittle. Oh, great footwork from the youngster. He's being played out of position at the moment at right back. Number of changes for Jackie McNamara today. Perhaps resting players for the League Cup semi-final next weekend. Irwin won it. Sutton. And now Pearson bombing on at pace. Pearson for Sutton. Dillon got a touch. And then Butcher managed to clear it. But the goal's been given. Sutton celebrates. Well, did this cross the line? Butcher appeared to clear just before it crossed. Sutton celebrating the goal, but after conferring with his assistant referee, Craig Thompson has ruled the goal out. What? Sutton, and out comes Szczesniak, and he is relieved when he turned around to find the ball just there to be picked up. Spittle, returned by Ramsden. Pearson, again breaking from midfield. It's Pearson, saved by Szczesniak. Well, Stephen Pearson has really added another dimension to this Motherwell side. Energy, fueled performance. Dow. Telfer onto Connolly. Back it comes to Charlie Telfer. Good feet. Telfer! It's taken over an hour, but Dundee United have at last found the opening goal against Motherwell. Connolly with the corner. Fojut! It's a second for Dundee United. Just 8 minutes between the goals, and Jaroslav Fojut has his 5th goal for the club. Irwin just looking to link up with Pearson. Mackay-Steven loses out. Irwin, Pearson again. Pearson goes for goal. Szczesniak pulled his hands away. He knew it was going wide. Stephen Pearson looks determined to notch his first goal since his return to the club. Sutton with the flick on to Moore. Plenty of support for Motherwell here. Ainsworth to the byline. Ramsden! They've got one back, and it's game on for Motherwell, who've lost 7 of their last 8 games. They're determined that that doesn't become 8 and 9. Great finish by Ramsden, his first for the club. Oh, Chifchi's tried one there, and Twardzik just knocks it over the top. Inventive from Nadir Chifchi. Mackay-Steven. Exposure again. This time, Partick is there to deny the pole his double. Chifchi to Telfer. And when the game opens up, this is when Dundee United are at their most dangerous. Dow has Mackay-Steven in the middle, or tees it up for Telfer! And what a cool finish from Charlie Telfer, the 19-year-old gets his double. McLean. It's Miller now. 6 changes for St Johnstone this evening from that defeat up in Inverness on Tuesday night. Miller. Back to Stephen McLean. It's a good ball in. Considine away. Only as far as Lappin! And didn't he strike that well? St Johnstone lead after half an hour. And it's Simon Lappin who scores his first goal for the club. Stephen McLean, who you'd usually expect to be in the middle, was aiming for Witherspoon, and it just sat up perfectly for Lappin, and look at that for a connection. His first goal for 2.5 years. Great strike. Derek McInnes desperately trying to encourage his side on. They dropped points against Dundee last weekend. They need a victory to overtake Celtic once more. It's flicked on by Goodwillie. It's Adam Rooney! How about that? An absolute stunner from Adam Rooney. And Aberdeen are level now. This is a quite magnificent strike. His 20th goal of the season. And it was quite simply unstoppable. Manus got a hand to it, but there was no keeping the ball out the back of the net. Tansey to challenge. Goes in firmly on Redmond, who's hurt. But play on. This is Shinnie. Oh, it's ended up in the back of the net. An own goal. Graham Shinnie celebrates. It was his shot after Tansey had battled for the ball. Mackay played in Shinnie. His shot was saved, and Grant Gillespie was the unfortunate Accies player. Inverness were comfortable 2-0 winners against St Johnstone on Tuesday night. Hamilton had a sore one. That Firhill 5-0 defeat for them. This is Mackay. And Draper tees up Nick Ross, and that's the second goal. And that should be enough to claim the 3 points for Inverness. These two now look to be 8 points separated in the table. Inverness joining the title race. It's Kenny McLean. Oh, he's gone and scored! Goals in successive games for Kenny McLean. He scored twice up at Dens on the 27th of December, and he's at it again against Dundee. Opened up by Thompson to Dyer. Willie Dyer trying to tease the challenge and goes round the outside. Good ball into Thompson again. Davidson. It comes all the way through. It's Stewart to Irvin. There's no flag. The goal stands, and Dundee have found their equaliser, and it's that man, Gary Irvin, his 4th since Christmas. Stewart on the left foot, gets it through. Davidson deflected. Dundee are ahead. Ian Davidson with his first goal since March of 2014. Kilmarnock have lost their last 3. Partick Thistle are off the back of that superb 5-0 victory against Hamilton Accies. Higginbotham. He's got Craigan inside, but Higginbotham eventually finds him at the second attempt. Craigan tees up Stevenson! and he's found the gap between Samson and the post, and inside 2 minutes Ryan Stevenson has got Partick Thistle off to a flying start. Craigan teed it up, and Stevenson found the gap for his 6th goal of the season. Stevenson, and loses out to Mackenzie, and a chance to break for Kilmarnock, who haven't enjoyed much of the opening half hour or so. But this is McGuinness, and he beats Paul Gallagher and scores for the first time in 14 games. Josh McGuinness from 20 yards. Slater goes all the way across, and there's Pascali! Kilmarnock are in front with 11 minutes left to play, and look what it means to the captain. O'Hara with the effort across goal, and Pascali couldn't miss from 3 yards out. He scored here in the game in September, he's done it again. Bannigan's free kick, Osman the target. McDade gets a touch, and it's Frederick Franz with an equaliser 6 minutes from the end. Partick Thistle make it 2-2. Frederick Franz, the goal scorer.
Come on, Aberdeen! Dundee! Hard! Come on, Inverness! Come on, Achilles!
Come on, the Well!
Come on, the Staggies!
Get Johnstone!
Come on, St Mirren!